wish fulfillment movie. Very much like Trading Places and Freaky Friday. But then you also throw in another genre, Angels on Earth.
Yes.
What inspired you to produce and make this genre-bending alchemy and throwing in an additional twist?
Well, I'd been working on stuff that was a little more dramatic, and I really wanted to do a comedy. And when you watch some of these older films from the 30s and 40s, films, Preston Sturges films, Sullivan's Travels, My Man Godfrey, It's a Wonderful Life, all these things, they dealt with the issues we deal with in this film about wealth inequality and class, but they're very comedic. And the idea of doing a comedy like that, but setting it in today's environment, it felt very fun, and that was kind of what started me off.
Well, it was absolutely hilarious and enjoyable. I think the audience here comes to that. It's a fabulous cast. Question for Keanu. You play a inept angel in training who gets fired for doing a bad job to become a human as punishment. What attracted you to this role?
Wait. I was good at the texting and driving the car.
There's not enough there.
I was good at that. And I ended up being pretty good at the other thing, too.
What attracted you to the role?
I'm sorry, what?
What attracted you to the role?
All of that? No, it's a beautiful role. It's a beautiful role. And so fun to play, to have that earnestness and light and then go through the transition and then come back. And it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story.
Absolutely. But more recently, I think from The Matrix to John Wick, audience...
Matrix, yeah.
The audience really knows you as a, super cool action hero.
Acting.
This angel felt a little closer to perhaps Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Excellent. Aziz really was, when we met, I was trying to figure out the role. We had met on some of the script stuff, and then I was trying, and one day he was just like, do you remember Bill and Ted? And I was like, yeah. I remember Todd from Parenthood, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, that guy. And I was like, oh, okay. But then he also wanted this other part of the kind of, for me, I thought of it as his ancientness. What am I saying? So yeah, that's spot on.
And how did it feel to go back to your comedic roots?
Look who I'm working with Seth and Sandra and I was just kind of hanging out. They were doing all of it.
Absolutely. This is, a triad of powerhouse comedians, phenomenal cast. Both of you, Seth Rogen, and of course you also throw in Sandra Oh. Can you talk a little bit, Aziz, about how did this ensemble come together?
Well, I first sent it to Seth, and he came on board, and then I think Keanu came after that. I can't remember, but it just kind of was, once Seth came in, he was, someone I really wanted to work with on this, and then everybody else just fell into place. They were all kind of my dream actors for the role, and it just worked out. They were all really excited to do it and did such a wonderful job. So I just feel really lucky we got everybody, and it all worked out.
Was it accidental that they were all Canadians?
It was. I didn't even know Sandra Oh was Canadian, and I was like, whoa, okay, damn, maybe this is maybe gone too far. But no, they're all wonderful.
Well, I think, there is a Canadian humor, and I think we're quite proud of that here in Canada. Of course, recently we opened with the John Candy film, produced also by funny man Ryan Reynolds, and, we're very, very, I think, proud of our Canadians here today. Keanu, can you, yes. Can you share with us what filming with this ingenious cast, including Aziz, can you talk a little bit about this experience?
Yeah, Aziz was very collaborative, let me in on the kind of early days, and he constantly was working on the script. We were doing table reads at his house, and just constantly developing the script, which was great. And then on the day while we were filming, super direction, but also throwing in all the kind of improvisational aspects, which was great. And again, it was just such wonderful situations and just so much to do, and just working with total pros was awesome.
All of the dynamics, the